going to go to all of this content about improving your writing skills. So now we're going to talk about writing an introduction, writing an incredible introduction for your papers, okay? So the introductions and the conclusions of any essay can be the most difficult parts of the essay. Usually when you sit down to write down your essay, you have an idea of how the body of this essay would look. So you might have chosen examples and facts and opinions or any ideas that you already know you're going to use. And these things are the ones that can help you answer the questions for your assignment, okay? So even though it's nice to write them first, it's better if you write your introductions and your conclusions once the whole body of your essay is done, okay? Because that way you're going to be able to make sense to the reader, okay? An introduction is typically the first paragraph of your paper, and the goal of the introduction is to give the reader an idea of what you're going to be talking about, or give them some sort of expectation about what your paper is going to be. While there is not a strict formula on how to write an introduction, there are certain things that you need to consider while you're writing the introduction for your essay. Okay, so in general, an introduction should answer the following questions. Attract the reader's attention. Your introduction, I think I've said this before, I'll repeat it. The introduction should start with a hook, with something that grabs your reader's attention, okay? You will introduce the general topic that you're going to talk about, but there's gotta be something that hooks the reader to your paper, okay? Here you have some interesting examples. State an interesting fact, ask a rhetorical question, reveal a common misconception about your topic, like something that people believe it is, but it's not. Set the scene of your story, answer the 5 WH questions. Share an anecdote. It could be like a humor story or something about it. After that, you need to state your focus topic. You need to state what is it that you're talking about, okay? So after you hook your reader, you need to find the focus of the specific focus of your paper, So what is your paper about? What is the topic? Why it's important? This is the part of the introduction that gives a little bit of background information for the reader to understand better what you're talking about. State your thesis. Okay, finally here you're going to include your statement, your argument, the thing that you're discussing in your paper, okay? The thesis will depend on the type of paper that you're writing, the type of essay that you're writing, either if it's a descriptive, narrative, depending on the essay that you're writing. But in general, your thesis, your argument, your statement should include your specific topic, the main point that you're going to be discussing, the points of the discussions that are in the paper, like the different sides of the discussions, and you need to be clear and easy to find, okay? This is usually, like I said before in other classes, this should be the last sentence of the introduction, okay? When you're writing an introduction, you need to try to avoid these things. You need to avoid phrases like, in this essay I'm going to write about, going to talk about. Remember, like in the presentations, every time you start with that phrase and I tell you that you shouldn't do it, the same goes for the introductions of your essays or your papers. Avoid any detailed analysis. Avoid moving away from your topic, okay? Always stay focused on your main point, your idea, your statement. Why are you doing this, okay? The introductions give the reader the first impressions of your ideas. So you need to spend time thinking and planning your essay. That's what I've been giving you so many of these tools that you should do before sitting down and write your thesis or your essay, okay? You need to have some pre-work done. You need to have some drafts, and you need to have some ideas clear before you start writing. That way, the whole process is going to be a lot easier and more smooth and fluent. I am going to give you a couple of examples of introductions paragraphs so you can see what we're talking about, okay? First, what you see in yellow, it's the hook sentence, okay? Then what is in orange is the focus, topic, and context. And what is in blue, it's the statement of your thesis, your argument, your whole paper, okay? So as you can see, the hook doesn't need to be so long. It could be a really short sentence. What it takes most of your introductory paragraph is the focus and topic and the background context and that previous information that the reader should have before reading the whole essay. And the thesis statement is like 2 or 3 lines at the end of the paragraph. Here you have another sample introduction. What you see in green, it's the background context. What you see in pink, it's the position or the contention or what is your statement, your thesis. And what you see in yellow, it's the structure or main point of the essay. Here, you have another example of how to arrange your introduction, okay? There are many ways you can do it. Like I said at the beginning, there is not a set formula on how you should do it, but you should keep these ideas in mind. So when you're starting writing your introduction, it's a little bit more easy for you. Remember what you should avoid and remember what you should include. Okay, this is an exercise. In the following paragraph, I want you to find the sentence that provides an overview of the essay between the sentence marked as 1, 2, and 3, okay? Think it a little bit and you can leave it in a comment at the end of this class so I can know what you think. And you can read it very carefully once you saw the video. As usual, I'm going to give you with a couple of resources where you can go deeper in the information that I just gave you, or you can even have more support and other ideas and other techniques on how to write your introductions. First is the Writing Center of the University of North Carolina. I leave this in another class for the thesis and the essay. I think I gave you this link too. The Writing Center of the North Carolina University, it's really cool. It has a lot of different tips and techniques and key points to improve your writing skills. So if you can check the whole page, it will be really cool. You will find a lot of things that it will be really helpful for you. So I'll leave you that link. That second link is from the BBC website, and they have a really nice article on how to write an introduction. And you can even take a really easy and fast quiz to measure your writing abilities and what are your skills on the writing spaces, and that way you can focus on the things that you do right and be able to improve the things that you do wrong. It's a really easy quick quiz and it's really quick. And I leave you another link that says how to structure essay introduction. Depending on the type of the essay, here you will find like a couple of tips on how to structure the introduction depending on the essay that you're going to do. If it's just a descriptive or a narrative, or if you're doing an argumentative essay, here you have like a really easy structure on how to do any of those introductions. It's really cool, and it's a really easy page to read, so check it out. And I leave you 2 videos on how to write an essay, and you even have a worksheet where you can practice, and how to write an introduction. Both of them are how to write an easy introduction, no more than 6 lines types of introductions. These are for really short essays, really simple essays, and it's what we're working right now. So check them out because they have really cool information. They're really short, really easy to see, really fast to digest, and they have a lot of nice key points. Remember that if you have any questions, any comments, you can go to the Google Classroom. You can contact me through the Hangout application, or you can send me an email. As usual, I'm more than glad to read your messages and really hoping to get any sort of message from you guys. So remember, I left you an assignment at the end of this material. Please leave your answer on the exercise that I show you, this one. what do you think it's the sentence that give you an overview of the essay. And see you next class, guys. Bye. Have a nice day.